Well, welcome to GTC's Teaching Tidbits Blackboard Ultra. In this series, each episode we focus on exploring techniques, tips, practices, ideas to expand your knowledge of and your comfort with using Blackboard Ultra. I'm joined today by April Akins from the Curriculum and Instructional Support Center, CISC for short. Welcome, April.
Thank you.
As always, I look forward to when we record these. I get the sneak peek, essentially, of what is to come. We're looking ahead, as we do in these episodes, to the new updates that Blackboard Ultra will be releasing in October. Sometimes the scope of the updates may vary from month to month, so we've got a couple of things today. April's here to share the brief updates that are happening in October, and then we'll also spend some time giving us some updates on the Ally tool within Blackboard Ultra. So April, I'm going to turn it over to you.
So as Rachel mentioned, this month for October, there's not as many updates that are really going to impact your day-to-day work in Blackboard. So I wanted to kind of focus a little bit more on Ally, but I will say we are working to get the grade pill colors. I don't know if you remember last month where I was talking about when students make that, within the grading scale, it's that orange kind of color, yellow, red, green, all out of order. I said that, but putting those together, that's kind of gives the student an idea of where they are. We are now able to update that based on our grade schema, like our 10-point scale. So we will get that updated and you should be seeing that by October for sure. So, but what I want to really kind of cover today is just some Ally updates that have happened in the last couple of months, actually. So just make you aware of them. So some PDFs are the biggest, probably trickiest problem we have working with when it comes to trying to get them accessible. So I want to kind of give you 3 big updates that have happened, and I'll tell you I'm on several focus groups and they're working on a lot more updates. So stay tuned for more stuff to work with PDFs specifically. But these are some quick fixes you can do when you pull up your Ally report. And I'll walk you through this here in just a minute. But how you pull that up, take a look at it. These 3 fixes you can do right inside the feedback panel, and then it automatically updates that document for you and replaces the one that was in Blackboard prior to that. So you don't have to download it, fix it, and put it back in. So they're calling them quick fixes because of that. So the first thing they're going to do is when your PDF does not have a title, they're going to pop up this box, and all you have to do is type in the title of your PDF and then hit apply fix. And then that's going to apply that to the document itself. The biggest one that we see is that PDF is a scanned document. It's not OCR'd, which means that assistive technologies or tools cannot read that. It just sees it as an image and it's blank for them. So what you want to do is have it be OCR'd. So simply by applying this option, preview and apply it, and then you hit apply once. You look at it and make sure everything looks correct and save that. And then it replaces that for you. So it is scanning, which I think is a huge thing for many of us, because that's really hard if you don't have a PDF like Adobe or a tool that will actually let you edit the PDF. It's really kind of hard to do that on your own. So that's pretty cool. You can also have the option to download that original file to make sure you have that original copy if you want to keep that on hand as well. Because like I said, it does replace the current file. And then the last one is the PDF does not have a language set. And so this one will let you select the drop down and pick the language. So if the primary language within the document is English, then you want to select English. If it is another language because you teach another language or it's a history course that has extra materials in it from other languages, whatever that might be, you want to select that language and then apply that fix as well. So once you do those 3 different things right there within the feedback panel, it updates it for you. So you don't have to download it. You don't have to upload it back into it. So let's take a look at this in action. Let me close out of my PowerPoint real quick. And then I've got a sandbox course here we're going to take a look at real quick. So I know it's fall season, game day experience, and traditions. That's kind of what I put in here as my drop down. Kind of just some basic things I added. I just put a document in here with some context in it. You can kind of see it has some content. It has a PDF in it as well. And then I've got 2 assignments that also have some PDFs attached. So I want to kind of give us a few things to look at once. So when you're building your content in the document itself, if I hit the edit option, I type here, I Come back to the top. You see this accessibility score says 97%. Select to improve. This is one way that you can go in and actually work on and fix your content within Blackboard very easily. If I click this, it's going to bring up my feedback panel for me. Might take a minute for it to pop up. Now it's telling me what's going on. It looks like the item contains headings that don't follow logical order. So what it is here, I have this at a different level than what this one is. They're not in a logical order. So what I can do is just easily pick what I want this to be. Let's just make it a header and hit apply. And then now it's going to tell me more issues that I need to fix throughout the document. Let me just close out of that. So you can see it's what other issues it might give me. Let me save it. And I will say this very top one I can tell is an issue, because this right here is probably not listed as my title. Your very first heading on the page is supposed to be your title. And then this, let's go through here. And as you see, I work through, it'll change that setting. So then this will be a heading. We'll make these subheaders just to kind of keep them in line. But what you want to do is follow that logical order. So what's above it needs to be one higher than what you're working on. This one, I think the font size has gotten changed too, so that's making it look different as well. So you want to make sure you're checking those. But I won't go all the way through the whole page, but you can see now I've got it to 100%. But I do want to double check that because this one is still larger just looking at it from this one. So if I come down here and select it, let's see what it's showing. Yep, it's a header, so I want to switch it to a subheader. So you just do that as you work down the page and then hit save. So that's one way you can edit materials within an actual document in Blackboard. The other way to do it is, let's take a look at this one. This one hasn't populated yet. Let me get back up here. The bottom of this one, you see the little red gauge here that's telling me, again, this is very low because it's a PDF and I bet it's got some issues. So if I click it, it's also going to take me to that feedback panel as well. And it's telling me the PDF does not have heading. This is one that I'm not able to fix yet within the document. What I can do is I can click on this all issues and I can fix these two right here in line. So I'm going to go ahead and fix this one. I'm going to set the language to English. And then apply that fix. And what it does is it applies the fix, it updates the document, and it also recalculates the score. So it's going to adjust my score here as well. Like I said, this can take a few minutes for it to do the update. So I'm going to back out of this for a minute. So those are some ways that you can make changes. The other way you can do it is if you want to see all of your accessibility information at the same time, is to come to your books and tools and select the accessibility report. It should be the very top one. And now what I'm seeing here is my actual course report. So it's telling me what my overall accessibility score is. And here at Greenville Tech, we like that to be 85% and better. The higher we get, the better it is. But 85 is what kind of our goal is right now to get things to. So it'll tell you what kind of course content you have. So I've got 2 PDFs and 1 Ultra document. An Ultra document is anything that you've built directly into Blackboard. So that document that I was working with the different headings, that's considered an Ultra document. And if you want to see what your content is, you can switch over and just see what your content is. So this going to give you the overall. It tells you to fix your low scoring content first or fix the major issues start. I always just come down here and take a look. You can see this is a document that does not have headings. That's the one we were looking at earlier. This one has contrast issues. And I know these two can't be fixed right now in line. So I would have to download them and fix them and bring them back. But I will say these are coming in future updates. The document is scanned and OCR'd. So let's see which document that is. Take a look. I think that's that one we were working on a minute ago. Back to all issues. So it does still have that title one. Let's go back and look at that over here. Oops. My mouse gets ahead of me. The document is untagged. That's another one that's coming. So you'd have to completely download that one. Then here's the one that says the document's missing a title. So you can see, and then you just click on it the same way. And then I want to set the title. So I'm going to call it a history college football. And then apply that fix. And like I said, that takes a few minutes, but it does let you know that if it's a larger file, it'll take a little longer. You can go ahead and close it out, and it will go ahead and keep processing it as you're working. So now you can see my score has gone up to 47 just for those couple of quick things that I did. And it's letting me know that I no longer have the issue of missing titles in my course at all. So those are kind of some quick ways to make some changes to it. But like I said, either way, you can come in through the document itself, take a look at where things may need help, or you can do it through the gauges and get here as well. Like this one, the language hasn't been set. So let me set the language for this one and apply that. But anytime that you're looking at your scores and you see you're needing help getting those up, definitely reach out to us. We're happy to help you kind of work through this guidance. And anything that you click into, let's just look at this because we haven't looked at this one yet, with the contrast issues. As you work through this feedback panel, it'll explain what this is. If you don't know what text with insufficient contrast means, that's a tongue twister. You can see there's this little icon right here. It's really kind of hard to see. The coloring is off. It just doesn't work. So it may be best for me to just take that off. Is it really needed? Or is it something that I want to emphasize and I may need to make it a darker color or something better? So at first it explains you what this is. What does color contrast mean? And it explains it to you. And then the other feature it gives you is how to fix this contrast. So if you have the original document, you can say yes or no, and then it's going to walk you through what to do. So yes, I do have it. Here's what I need to do is go get it in the Word document and then fix the errors from there. So it does provide that guidance to you that is very helpful to fix it. And then what you do is just upload it back into the course and save it that way. These quick fixes that I was talking about at the beginning that are new updates, let me bring that screen back up. These, when you do them, you don't have to do that download and upload it back into the course. So it makes it quick and easy for you to get those fixed. So those are the major updates that are happening with Ally. This fall, we're going to continue working on accessibility across all courses, and we're happy to do workshops with departments or workshops with individuals. I'm working through that. We're looking at maybe a PD Day event as well, and then some things coming up. So stay tuned for accessibility features.
Awesome. Thank you so much, April. I have had some interactions with that ability to fix within the course and not have to go out and re-add. I can't remember exactly what the fix was at the time, but I remember really appreciating that quick fix kind of feature to bring it up to where it needed to be, especially because we can't emphasize enough how important accessibility is for us, regardless if it's a fully online course or not. Across all of our courses, we're using Blackboard Ultra, and we have students in all of those courses who have those accessibility needs. So what a wonderful tool to have to help us make sure that we're getting those things to that standard that's going to just again contribute to students being able to have the access they need and be successful in their courses. So I'm excited about the continual updates that will be coming to the Ally tool as it expands as well, but I really appreciate you kind of walking us through all those different options. Also, I did not realize that Ally tool was there in the books and tools. So now I know there's that one too, as well as we look at some of our courses that we're, constantly refining. So great information. Again, if you want to continue the conversation with April, you can do so by reaching out. I've put April's email on the screen, april.akins@gvltec.edu. You've also got Rebecca Roth, rebecca.roth@gvltec.edu. Probably one of the best ways is to submit that support ticket through CISC. You can easily get to that in Blackboard, but then also if you're watching this video, just look in the description below the video and you will see a link to the support ticket to fill that out and make sure you get connected with the member of CISC who is best ready and willing to help you with that particular technology challenge. And also we have put the link to their LibGuide or support site, I think now is how you're calling it as well, where they feature a ton of helpful resources for all things related to all the tools that we are using here at Greenville Tech. So be sure to check out the support site. Be sure to submit that support ticket. They've got it finessed so that they're able to connect with you very quickly and help with those ongoing challenges or questions or even requests. I know, April, that you're constantly communicating with Blackboard, and I've encountered a couple people recently where I've said, hey, reach out to April, tell her that that's something you'd like to see, because they can pass that along, and at least make some of those requests known for some features and things that we don't have currently that may be helpful in certain courses or across the board in all of our courses. Yes, April mentioned PD Day. That is Tuesday, October 21st, the Tuesday of fall break. CISC is always a part of PD Day, offering sessions, so be on the lookout. We'll share more information about that registration as we get ready to open that. Well, that's our teaching tidbit for Blackboard Ultra for today. We will see you next time.